Talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It is Friday, January 29th. I'm Tori here with Alan, Jeff. How y'all doing?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling chipper.
Yeah,
feeling good.
nice.
Thanks. Bright coral, tomato, feeling good. All right, all week we've been talking about vaccines, and now the results are out for Johnson & Johnson's single-shot vaccine. It is 85% effective overall at preventing severe disease, but only 57% effective against the strain from South Africa, which was discovered here in the U.S. in South Carolina. Meantime, check out what happened in Oregon. This is a crazy story. I don't know if you guys have seen it. it. Healthcare workers coming from a mass vaccination clinic, well, they got stuck in a snowstorm. So they stopped random drivers and gave them the vaccine on the side of the highway, which has a lot of people wondering if a stranger came up to you into your car and offered you the vaccine, would you take it? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. It's on your screen. You have this entire time to vote. Al, you were almost kind of a doctor.
Thank you.
You're
that
welcome.
Was almost kind of a compliment.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Would you take it if a stranger knocked on your door?
Yes, because we have this, Tori. Phone. Google. What's your name? Dr. So-and-so? RN so-and-so? Let me see. I'll put in images. If it comes up, here's my shoulder.
Because everything on the internet must be true.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's .gov or .health or something. It'll be a hospital website. I'm not linking to their Instagram.
Hell no. I'm not getting
Okay, buddy.
a stranger inject me with something.
Even if they're there and you know they have a
I don't even
van.
answer my door anymore. I'm not letting strangers on the side of the road inject me with something. I don't know what it is because they showed me something on their phone.
Jeff, most Americans let a stranger inject them with something.
At their office.
It's called a tattoo. Do you know what's
their
in that
office.
ink? Oh, have you been to a tattoo
you
shop?
got-
They're not a.
How many roadside tattoos have you got?
They give some in jail that are quite nice.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want any of those either. Let me make a quick shift here because, Tori, you weren't here yesterday. We talked about a story about a 22-year-old person, I always want to say kid because I'm so old, giving his friends leftover vaccines.
I saw that. Yes, I was, yes.
But everyone's cheering these people for giving away vaccines, even though their grandmother didn't get it. Why aren't people chastising these people?
Well, I agreed with you. I was actually on the show. I'm glad I made a memorable appearance. I agreed with you that the 22-year-old should not have thrown away the vaccines and gone to give to someone.
You had, I'm trying to set it up for people who don't know the story from yesterday, but people had strong opinions on this man and what he did.
But he wasn't a nurse. These guys were
I don't
health
think that's
workers.
it, Tori. And Jeff, you made such a good point. I had to stop and think about it. I think here's the difference. The people that they were giving it to were random people that they were really trying to help. It seemed like that young man had a hierarchy of his friends. He went from like a nonprofit to a profit. So it seemed like there was like a personal motive. Now,
but
the
those
bottom
are
line
leftovers. These are leftovers. It's the same thing. People are fighting because they were saying, my grandmother didn't get that shot.
Right.
Your grandmother didn't get that shot with these people either, right?
I agree. I don't think vaccines should be thrown out.
You're right. If you look at it from a bottom line, I think a lot of people were just upset because it seemed like he was trying to benefit in some way.
He was trying to profit.
I wanted to put that in there. Back to roadside tattoos.
No more roadside tattoos. I want to read some comments and get your opinion. People are writing in like crazy, mostly about actually roadside tattoos. No, I'm kidding. Diana says, wait, how do these motorists go about getting their second dose?
Good question. Unless it's the Johnson & Johnson
Yeah, unless
one.
it's the second shot.
Right. John said, who in their right mind accept a needle jab on the side of the road? Not me. Nope. Never. Joseph says, the healthcare workers showed real dedication and American ingenuity. Good for them.
Look, I'll take 50% of a vaccine over nothing.
Interesting.
I will.
All right.
I get the other side definitely. It's
Let's
very
just see what the final vote says. It says 73% of you say no. So strong majority say no. Interesting. I was all for it too, to be super honest. I was like, heck yeah. But now that I've heard you, I'm like,
I think our
slow it
personalities
down.
are like me and you are comics and risk takers, and Jeff is like practical.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's
Good
why
point.
he's successful.
Hey, I'm at a stoplight. You want the rest of my sandwich? You guys are going to eat it?
All right.
That's how hungry I am.
Yeah.
You're like, if it's a Wendy's fish fillet, maybe.
By the way, when I was a waiter at this Thai restaurant, there was like a 5-star Thai restaurant. Dude, if those jumbo shrimp came back, all right.
I think a lot of waiters did that.
Yeah,
I think
man,
we've
I
all
was
been there.
broken,
I think we've all been there.
What's up?
Raise your hand at home if you've done that. You've been a waiter who's done that. All right, switching gears here to a shocking new lawsuit. It's against Subway. Speaking of sandwiches.
I've always talked about sandwiches.
You're so good. Claiming the sandwich chain's tuna fish sandwich, get this, doesn't contain tuna. The two people who filed the lawsuit together say they did, quote, independent testing, which found the meat is, get this, quote, various concoctions that do not contain tuna, blended together to imitate the appearance of tuna. I'm so grossed out. It's important to note that a Subway spokesperson did claim that all of these claims are baseless and frivolous, saying there simply is no truth to the allegations. Remember when Subway didn't have real bread? They had to classify it as a different thing than bread because there was too many chemicals in their bread. Yo,
if you knew what you were eating from some of these places, you would be like double yo.
But you think that there's tuna in the tuna fish. That's false
Have you looked
advertising.
at like a chicken nugget from some
No,
of these
I know
places?
there's slime, but there's some pieces of, I know that's bad and I don't eat them anymore because we all saw that 2020 with the pink slime. But you'd think that there's some kind of tuna that's illegal.
If they just told me it wasn't tuna, I'd be fine with it.
Jeff, they're lying on the.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like the lying part.
imitation crab.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't like the lying part because there's, you know, we all enjoy sushi, or some of us do, and tuna sandwiches. I love fish. Our tuna, there's a big thing going on with the tuna that the population is diminishing, and we're not going to have tuna in 50 years.
Are you
for
like
anybody.
but you're pretty knowledgeable about tuna.
Yeah, I love tuna. I love fish. So if they just told me, hey, this is a real tuna, but it's like imitation crab, it's imitation tuna, okay, I'll take it. As long as I know. Don't lie to me, though. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, I don't like
But
the
isn't there an
lying.
assumption when you walk into any place that that's not really that? I
No,
just feel like
Al.
it's chemicals in the shape of the food that I want.
No.
Yes.
No,
I'm with that.
Thank you.
You can't-
I do
it's
not lie to
illegal. You
myself
can't
about
lie
what-
and say it's tuna
Okay, so
fish.
Tori, if you came over to my house and you go, oh man, I really want a bacon double cheeseburger, and I handed you one, you wouldn't be like, wow, that's
You're
weird. Where'd
not
this
a
come from?
restaurant. There are rules and regulations.
But
You
where-
can't say, here's some
But you
swordfish, and
can't
you're like,
leave-
good luck, it's
Tori-
actually goldfish.
Tori,
I
you
didn't have
cannot
anything.
leave meat laying around all day, bacon laying around all day, fish sandwiches laying around all day, but yet whenever you go to order them, they're always ready. So how did that happen? Chemicals. You know that chemicals
I'm not saying there shouldn't be
them?
chemicals, but Al, there's zeros tuna is what they're alleging. That's very concerning to me. Because that's lying.
What would it be? What percentage would you deal with? 11?
Yeah, 11's fine.
They're giving it to you with an ice cream scoop. How do you just know that's not fish?
No, I don't. I don't want to be lied to. I think that's false
Yeah, I don't like the
advertising.
lying part.
Yeah. What are you laughing about?
Were you going to read comments?
Yeah,
or
because
something?
someone was saying, right on, Jeff, you're absolutely right. Carrie Hill says, Marquita Baker says sushi. And then Sherry Power says, I only eat tuna sandwiches that I make. Something about eating them at a restaurant grosses me out. Maybe it's the mayo. I like
Yes.
the mayo.
A lot of times when I've gotten food poisoning, it's been mayo.
Oh, God.
Mayo, dog. It's like tartar sauce.
You hear a Rosh in our ear?
Yeah.
You can move on.
Yes.
Okay, before we go to break, we do have to wish Oprah Winfrey happy birthday. The legendary TV host, producer, actress, author, and philanthropist turns 67 years old today. I think there should be a happy birthday song playing. Oprah is always my number one that I would always want to meet. Have either of you met Oprah?
No, but I used to audition in Chicago right across from Harpo Studios on Randolph Street, so that was like my first place I auditioned. So that's my connection to Oprah. Way to turn Oprah's birthday into my story.
Sam met her. Remember
Yeah,
when Sam was
Sam, like, she
pregnant with
rubbed
her
her-
youngest child, Miles?
Yes.
Oprah blessed Sam's belly,
Yes,
and they
she
have a healthy
did.
baby.
See, that's
so.
a good story.
It's the best
I
story
should've
ever.
talked and you should've just said zero.
Yours was definitely terrible, but happy birthday.
Different, terrible?
Yeah, as soon as you messed that up,
right
Tori,
on
I was
the
like, you
money.
had him on the ropes and you
Yours
let him
was
go.
different, terrible.
Shut up, Rob.
Wow,
Coming up on
that's-
DBL.
Just like the tuna sandwich.
We're catching up with our friend, Queer Eye star Karamo Brown,
My
y'all.
boy.
It's always a fun time when he's on the show. But first, we're looking back at the extraordinary life of actress Cicely Tyson, who has passed away. What a legend. Don't go away.
This is a Smile Direct Club aligner.
The surge in GameStop stock has everyone talking about retail investors, but who are they and why are they all of a sudden wielding so much power? Let's connect the dots. A retail investor is basically anyone who isn't one of the big boys. We're talking individual investors who don't buy and sell securities professionally. They're trading for their personal accounts and often trade dramatically smaller amounts than an institutional investor. Retail investors often use online services like TD Ameritrade or Robinhood to make their trades. So why are retail investors all of a sudden front and center? Well, you can blame coronavirus for that one. All of a sudden, people stuck at home or out of jobs decided to step up their investing. And while the professionals sure do like to complain about retail investors, some research shows they may have helped keep markets afloat when the pandemic hit. According to researchers at the University of Virginia and the University of Zurich, retail investors came to the rescue when professionals fled the market in February, on a small scale, providing liquidity and helping stabilize the market. But it's not all positive. Experts do warn that retail investing is risky, with not enough focus on education. And as we have seen with GameStop, there is concern about retail investors using social media to manipulate the market. Connecting the dots, I'm Marcelino Benito.
This February, DBL is all new every day.
Sam, can I ask you a question?
No, I think that's ridiculous.
Really? Okay.
It is not a freaking joke.
I was shocked.
I meant for you to chime in on.
I don't know what you're saying.
DBL is just getting started.
Here come the Pistons.
I love this story. Stick with us in 2021. We're going to have a great year. Welcome back to DBL. Today we are remembering a pioneering stage, film, and TV legend. Cicely Tyson died yesterday at the amazing age of 96 years old. She was born in East Harlem, starting her career as a model in New York City, and she was featured on the cover of many magazines, including Ebony and Jet. She went on to a remarkable career spanning 7 decades, breaking ground for serious black actors by refusing to take parts that demeaned black people. And she lost parts out because of that. In 1972, Miss Tyson got an Oscar nomination for her role in the film Sounder. Many of you know her from the Emmy Award-winning portrayal of a former slave in the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman in 1974. More recently, in 2016, look how good she looks. Miss Tyson was awarded the highest award a civilian can get, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, by President Obama. And in 2019, just before her 94th birthday, she was awarded an honorary Oscar. Take a look at Miss Tyson.
She's 94 in that picture?
Yes, she is. In her own words, take a look.
There were a number of issues as a woman born black and living in a country that did not recognize me as a human being. I wanted to address those issues, and that's why I was steadfast in terms of what I was giving to my audiences.
A deliberate activist and actor. What do you make of this remarkable human being?
Well, like, I've known about her forever. Like, going over to my grandparents' house, obviously they've been gone for almost a decade, but older black folks used to have Jet magazines, those tiny magazines, and she would be in a lot of issues. She would be in every movie that I would see coming up, you know, The Color Purple, The Women of Brewster Place, kind of black specific movies that really weren't meant to go out. They knew that it wasn't going to be mass accepted, but a lot of black folks watched that and just saw the way she emoted and acted. And I want to say this, Jeff. You know, we're in a time now of women's empowerment, which I love. And you'll see hashtags like girl power and break through the glass ceiling. Just remember when you're tweeting that people did that before you without having the public backbone to be like, you go girl and I support you and I'm with you, hashtag. It was just you going to war with the world. Death threats. Nobody's got your back. No work to be had, and you plowing ahead. That's something to be admired.
That's exactly where I was going with this, Al. People now are like, it's so hard for me, and I'm not being black women specific. I'm saying everybody, right? The world is so hard out there. I can't do this. I can't do that. Put yourself in this lady's shoes. And then tell me what you're going to feel like going out that door in the morning. She conquered when the world, like you said, was against her. No support, no hashtags. She went out there and did it. Good for her. Good for her. What a legend.
Rest in power. Karamo Brown is coming up next. We'll be right back.
People are wearing. Well, not anymore. Now there's the cool term.
Welcome back to DBL. Karamo Brown, is so many things. A TV host, motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur. But here's the best one. He's a friend to Daily Blast Live. Yes, that's not true, Al. Sam spoke with him earlier. He's actually Sam's friend about his new mission to help pet parents. Check it out. It's connecting. It's connecting. It's connecting. I hope that I have enough service. I hope that you guys keep some of this. I have poor connection. I know, honey. I know. Poor connection in the studio. You're just going to have to envision me. Joining us is my dear friend and friend of the show, Karamo. Welcome back, Karamo. Looking good, honey.
Thank you, Sam. You know, I try every time I'm with the Daily Blast Live family, especially with you. You all always have your fashion game on point that I'm like, let me put on a little pretty pink to kind of pop with the crew.
Yes, well, looks good. Okay, so Karamo, you know that I keep tabs on you. So the last time I saw your name in a headline, I about freaked out. And of course I wrote you because I'm a huge fan of Netflix's Dear White People. Karamo, what? You're in it now? What is happening? What character are you playing? Are you gonna get into acting? Tell us more.
I've always had this sort of like desire in the back of my head to act more. And so in silence, I started taking little mini acting classes. I told my agent that like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. They said, okay, well, you know, no one knows you're an actor. So if you want to audition, you're gonna have to submit like regular. And so I literally submitted and auditioned like regular for this role on Dear White People. It was my first one, and luckily I did great. And so I'm having such a ball, and it's just a lesson for people in 2021 to like know who you are and know what you want and know that you can get everything that you desire if you put in the work, ask for help. Like, don't block your dreams. Keep expanding, keep trying new things. It's just an important lesson for people to know because I'm living it myself.
Amen.
So I really want to talk to you, because I understand you were abandoned in New York City. New York City is tough. There's a lot of stress and anxiety that's going on.
So what do you do to unwind?
Oh my gosh, first of all, one of the things I do watch, and this is not a joke, is your Instagram feed, because every time I see your beautiful daughter, Sophie, if I see your babies, like it literally brings me joy. If I had ovaries, my ovaries would start pacing like this because I'm just like, you have such a beautiful family. And then to like also relax, you know, I just spend time, you know, dancing to a lot of Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat.
I love that routine. Also, to our viewers out there, some people know you as an entrepreneur. Some people know you as a host, a really fantastic host, by the way. But today, you're a dog dad. So before we get into pet adoptions, I have to point out how important pets are during a crisis like a pandemic. Many say, in fact, that pets help them cope. Did you feel the same way?
The beauty of pets is that pets really do help your mental health. I've had my dog for 15 years. I adopted another one like earlier last year, right before the pandemic started. And just having a pet around you really just opens you up and helps you to really know that like, okay, there's unconditional love, things will get back to normal, and you can lean on your pet in a really special way to really find, you know, kind of like balance and focus.
And if you ever feel that stress and anxiety of maybe they're not gonna love me, I want you to say this to yourself: I'm a good girl and I deserve love.
Make sure that you're focused on your pet's nutrition. Go to petco.com/newpet because they have curated food recipes and treats. They also have a vital care plan. They also have Petco insurance. They have everything you need to get those essentials and to love, you know, your pets as much as you love yourself. Let me get my pet real quick.
Yeah, where's Logan? Don't hog the camera.
Logan, say hi to Uncle Sam. Say hi,
Logan. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, Karamo, thank you for stopping by. Karamo, we love you. We'll be right back.
Love you, Sam. Love you.
To make America a 100% clean energy economy by 2050. Automakers are not far behind. One just released a new car that emits nothing more than water. We're breaking it all down in this DBL Road Report. From record hurricane seasons to wildfires, it's hard to not think about climate change and global warming. Did you know the largest contributor is actually the vehicles we drive every day? So how do we cut back? Alternative fuel and electric cars is a great start. The industry is booming and Toyota is on the forefront with their 2021 Mirai.
This is a vehicle that not only has amazing styling and design, incredible handling and performance. We truly believe that there is a future for hydrogen and it will only continue to grow.
The Mirai is the world's first mass-produced hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. What exactly does that mean?
That combines hydrogen from the tanks with oxygen from the air to form water that goes out the tailpipe, and a byproduct of that reaction is electricity, which drives the vehicle.
Your typical electric vehicle takes about 12 hours to charge and can travel about 250 miles. The Mirai fills up in 5 minutes and has up to 402 EPA estimated driving range. It's also the lowest cost zero-emission vehicle. It's all part of Toyota's commitment to significantly reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 2050.
As we look toward the future, we should do things that will help have a lasting positive impact for not 5, 10 years from now, but 20, 30, and 40 years from now. Small delivery vans, medium and heavy-duty trucks, the entire world is recognizing that there is going to be the need to have hydrogen energy.
Industry experts see hydrogen power as being the stepping stone to helping reduce our carbon footprint. Is available in Hawaii and California with plans to expand all across the U.S. Visit Toyota's website to learn more. Sounds interesting. Real quick, I want to get a message in from Melissa on Facebook. She says, from someone who has literally mixed tons of tuna fish at Subway. It is tuna. It reeks. It comes in the same can you get it at the store, only huge. So that makes me feel better. Thanks for your help, guys. DBL's new every day. We'll see you Monday. What was that?